Can I get everybody's attention, please? Before I turn it over to the real stars of the show and the athletes going to come up here, I just want to take a moment to thank each one of you guys for coming. From our standpoint as a staff and as an educator, AD, coaches, this is an exciting day to be able to see some dreams being realized for our student athletes. So I want to thank you guys as parents, as coaches, and also braving the weather to come in here and stick with us through this as we get it done today. So to begin tonight, I'm going to introduce Coach Sherman. She's going to start us off. Olivia Cobley, want to come up? You don't have to hold it. Just leave it right where it's at.
We get to go first. Yep. All right. So I'm Coach April Sherman, head softball coach, and I am here today to recognize one of our outstanding senior athletes, Olivia Coble, also known as Lala, Lou. Some other ones probably I'm forgetting, but she is signing her letter of intent to continue her academic and softball career at Heartland Community College. And I've had the privilege of coaching La since her freshman year, and it's been incredible to witness her growth, not just as a player, but as a person. Her first 2 years, she had the benefit of learning from an amazing role model in her older sister, Emily. But then when Emily graduated, what's been more inspiring to me is how Olivia has stepped up and filled that role, but also made it her own. She's become a leader in her own right. And she's embraced challenges, she's led by example, she's showed her teammates what it means to work hard, stay dedicated, and support her teammates on and off the field. I've seen growth in her confidence, her skills, and her leadership. And I know that Heartland is not just getting a talented athlete, but an exceptional young woman who will continue to inspire others. Just want to say congratulations to Olivia and all of the athletes that are signing tonight. We are so proud of you, and we can't wait to see all of the amazing things you do at the next level. Thank you.
I just wanted to say a few things, and first I wanted to thank God for blessing me with the ability and opportunity to play softball and guiding me every step of the way. To all my coaches, but especially my dad, Tim Rude, Mike Kuhn, Sherman, Aaron, thank you for pushing me, believing in me, and helping me grow the past several years. To my family, teammates, and friends, thank you for always supporting me and showing me love. I'm excited for the next chapter. Thank you all for being here.
And up next is our boys baseball coach, Chris Hawkins.
Fan clubs in the house tonight for Brady. I want to thank our AD, Coach Temples, for starting this tradition here. In the past, we used to do individual letter of intent nights, and you can be a part of a lot of those. And the best part about it is just the numbers of people that are in here from all different sports of our athletics. So it's a neat evening here. So I'm up here to say a few words about Brady. Might be the metal plate in my head here, Coach, what's going on. Commitment to play baseball collegiately after this coming season. First and foremost, Brady, I want to mention, and I want people while we're in the room here to hear this, that Brady is a multi-sport athlete. I truly believe he was able to step in as a junior and crack our varsity lineup last season because of the attributes he gained by playing more than one sport. The grit and the grind of competing for more than just a few months a year is a potent contributor for determining success. Brady's one of only a few returning starters from our Wildcat team of 2024 that won 20 games. He is our top returning hitter while playing in 35 games. He had 110 plate appearances, 28 hits, 13 walks, 16 runs batted in. He had 6 sacrifices. 3 of them were in the air to the outfield. 3 of them were bunted. He had an on-base percentage of .439. He proved to be one of the toughest guys in our lineup to strike out, which is becoming more and more of a proven commodity these days. One of the most important strengths last spring for Brady was his versatility. We needed his at-bat in the lineup, but his primary defensive position was being filled by a senior, so he was asked to fill a position he didn't have a lot of experience playing. Brady didn't flinch because he knew that's what the team needed. He turned out to be a vital tool to our team's success and will surely be a part of the nucleus of this year's Wildcat team. He will be counted on for his talent, experience, and his veteran leadership. All right, so in closing, I'd like to share something specific that I've had the fortune of witnessing over the parts of the past 4 decades here at Normal West. It's a compliment to our staff, our athletes, and their parents. When our Normal West student athletes commit to something, they tend to stick with it. They choose a school and give it their best for the amount of time they've committed. Most of them don't switch from school to school because the grass is greener somewhere else, which seems to be an alarming trend across the country. There's no doubt in my mind that Brady and the other Wildcats that are committing today will continue to stand by their commitment to their school. I believe it will carry each of you well in life, in your marriages, in parenting, and in your career someday. I can't wait to watch and hear about how it all unfolds. Let's give Brady and his fellow Wildcat athletes up here today a round of applause.
I want to thank my parents and my friends and just my coaches. They've really helped me just be the player I am today. So thank you guys.
All right. Now I'd like to introduce our cheer coach, Kyla Rolfs.
Hi everyone, thanks for coming out tonight to support all the athletes. Makai, I've only gotten the privilege of coaching him for 1 year, but it has been a wonderful year. It's easy to see how hardworking, passionate, and determined he is to continue to improve and be better and be the best he can be for his his teammates. He's stepped up for his first full year on varsity, and it's been a gift having him on the team as a back spot, as an encourager. He's everyone's biggest cheerleader, and he cannot leave practice without calling someone Pookie or saying "love y'all" at least one time. So it's been amazing. He's sunshine wherever he goes. He's compassionate, caring, and kind. He's so gentle. And I am so excited to see him succeed in nursing and in cheerleading at Milliken. Best of luck to all the athletes in the future, and congratulations.
Hey guys, so I'm just thankful for all my family, all my athletes and teammates out there. I'm very excited to be able to be committed with Milliken and with nursing, and I'm just like, I don't know like how to explain, the feeling I'm feeling right now is just like exhilarating, and I'm just like excited to be able to like be here with you guys, and just I'm super excited to be able to like expand my cheerleading career and my nursing career, and I'm gonna make sure to not fail to make y'all guys proud. So thank you.
Next up, we have Coach Bishop.
Oh my God!
You do have something to say, right? Hello. all, thank you all for being here. Congratulations to all the individuals that are signing. It's a great moment for you and our school and your family. So excited for this evening. First up, I have two tonight, so I'll try to be as quick as I can. Drew Hart going to Benedictine University. So Drew played linebacker for us over the course of 2 seasons. Had about 40 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, forced fumble, 1 pass breakup, and a fumble recovery, which I'll touch on a little bit more a little bit later. You know, when I take a look at some of the characteristics of Drew, one of the main things that jumps out at me is kind of a jack of all trades. And you know, outside of being a key linebacker for our football team this year and last year, Drew is a major contributor to our special teams. And the reason I call him a jack of all trades is because he essentially did it all for us. You know, at one point, you know, he obviously was a blocker for us on some of our special teams. He snapped a couple times here or there for punt PAT. He also was a holder for our PAT team. Was one of our best hands team members that was picked on by Peoria multiple times last year. Cheap shotted once too, so that was nice. And just an individual that excelled at essentially everything that he tried to do. You know, even throwing the football once. Yeah, you knew I was going to talk about that one. That was good. But just overall, just from you know, characteristic standpoint, extremely hard worker both on and off the field. Very disciplined. Coach Hess, I asked him for a couple things. He said he was his linebacker coach. Just said he was you know, very disciplined in reading his keys, always putting himself in the right position. Unselfish football player. Did his job defensively, which put him in spots to make plays, but also did his job to allow others to make plays as well, which is very difficult to do. You know, as a high school kid, even pro players have a hard time with doing their job and allowing others to be successful and not making it about themselves. So it's a big thing for him as part of our football team. Prided himself on always being ready, even despite dealing with a high ankle sprain, which limited him at times his senior year. He was always ready and willing to do what we needed. Was always right there, ready to go, and gave us everything he could that his ankle allowed him to do at times this year. Drew is responsible for 2 of my favorite moments. I have many favorite moments over the course of this season. He has 2 of them. The first of which is first round of playoffs against Simeon. We offensively were already up 7-0. We were going down the field to score again. Unfortunately, went you know, 4 and out on the 1 yard line. And their offense comes out, runs a play. Running back hits the ball out of the quarterback's hands, and Drew's right there, scoops it up, scores, ends up being the score that makes the difference for us in the football game. So just one of the great moments that we had this year. My other favorite moment, especially for him, so one of our quarterbacks got hurt, who was our holder throughout the season. Drew stepped up for us and was a holder, and I think every week, I'd have to check with Coach Thornton. Almost every week, I think he was asking to run a fake PAT, get the opportunity to be on offense and throw the ball. Finally, against Urbana, I allowed him to do that. Faked it, had a perfect pass. I don't know if I've ever seen a kid more excited about just throwing a 2-point conversion, so it was pretty exciting to see. Drew here has decided to continue his academic and athletic career at Benedictine. First and foremost, they're getting an outstanding young man who is strong academically. Like I said, a jack of all trades on the football field. And from a coaching perspective, I can't tell you how valuable it is to have somebody who can and is willing to do all the things that he is capable of doing. Can't wait to see what kind of player he becomes as he continues to develop and mature. With Drew's work ethic and ability, I'm confident he will be successful at Benedictine. Thank you, and Drew has a couple nice words to say here.
So first and foremost, I would like to thank my mom and dad for every ride they've given me for practice and every 1.5 hour long talk after games. And then I also like to thank my coaches and teammates for making me the player and person I am today.
Up next, we have Torrin Deliri, who's going to be going to Illinois Wesleyan. Torrin had a unique journey through football, and I'll talk about that in a moment, but played defensive back primarily for us. As a junior, was somebody that contributed for us in his first year playing defense, had 12 tackles, 3 pass breakups. As a senior, limited, only had missed 3 games, but had 46 tackles, 20 plus of those solo, 2 tackles for loss, 3 forced fumbles, 5 pass breakups, was named honorable mention all conference, and then was our co-defensive player of the year. He also was a captain for us, and very similar to Drew, was somebody that obviously was a key defensive player, as well as somebody we relied pretty heavily on for special teams. Even had to tone that down a little bit, I think, but he was that important to us that we wanted to have him on the field all the time. Like I mentioned earlier, Torrin has had a journey in football. First joined our football program sophomore year as a quarterback. Transitioned out of that. I think he had a hip injury. Is that correct?
No, that was Zeke.
Huh?
That was Zeke.
Oh, never mind. Wrong quarterback. Sorry about that. Well, he didn't stay a quarterback, if that tells you anything. But junior year, he transitioned to defense as a strong safety, which we call our Viper position. One thing that we noticed was just the immense potential that he had. Contributed to a very good defensive team in 2023. As you could see from 23 to 24, there was a process that was going on with him, and that he was starting to grow into his body and physically mature a little bit. And so we moved him to free safety, just because that's a position that you have to be highly intelligent, you have to be vocal, you have to be a leader. Even though he wasn't a typical free safety, those guys usually float around looking for interceptions. As documented from his 46 tackles from the free safety spot, he was somebody that loved mixing it up and getting into the box. Helped us on our run game significantly throughout the year. Key leader for us defensively. Ended up being the quarterback of our defense. Did an outstanding job of just getting the checks made and getting people lined up the correct way, making sure we were in the correct coverage. And from a defense perspective as a coach, you can't ask for, you need more leaders, right? You need people that are able to get people lined up and know what's going on and study the other team, and Torrin was that for us. Similar to Drew, Torrin is responsible for one of my favorite moments this year as well. At the time, I don't think I realized how important that moment was, week 1. I knew it was a big play. I don't think I realized throughout our season, we kind of hit a tough patch in our season a little bit. I don't think I realized if we didn't have that moment to give us that win again in our week 1 game, I don't think I realized where that season would have turned out for us. Just to give you some context, is week 1, for those of you that maybe missed it, we just taken the lead 33-27 with about a minute and a half left. Peoria Notre Dame just moved it right back down the field. Got to our 13-yard line. It was 4th and 6, and they threw a tight end dump, and Torrin was right there and broke it up, allowing us to get the win. And it was just a huge moment for our team, and it was even a bigger moment for him, which is why I bring it up, because it was really his coming out party. It showed that he was finally that player that we thought he could be, and he was making plays that we were hoping that he'd be able to make. So I'm truly excited for him continuing his academic athletic career at Illinois Wesleyan. Yet again, they're getting an outstanding young man who's strong academically. And with his limited years of playing football, I think he's just scratching the surface of what he's capable of. I think he has a ton of potential. I'm curious to see what position they put him at defensively, but I think he'll be successful no matter what they choose. Congratulations.
All right, well, first, I just want to thank everybody for coming out today. And then, so I wanted to thank my mom for being the person to convince me to play sophomore year. Otherwise, I might not be where I am today. And then I want to thank my dad for pushing me to be the best football player I can be. And then as well as my coaches, teammates, and the athletic training staff for helping me throughout all my seasons.
Next is boys track, Coach Hawk.
All right, I am head boys track coach, Chad Aubin, and we have Roman Flores here tonight, who's committing to Illinois Wesleyan University. Roman has been a significant contributor to our track team, really since he came freshman year, and he's been a very versatile athlete for us. So this isn't a usual combination for our track athletes, but Roman excels in the shot put, the discus, the 110 hurdles, and the 300 hurdles. So kind of a unique combination there, and his versatility will continue at Wesleyan as a multi-athlete. So he'll be competing in the decathlon, and so we'll be adding even more events to add to his tool belt there as he gets to Wesleyan. Roman's been an integral part of our success from the Fresh Soft side on our Fresh Soft Conference Championships when he was a freshman and sophomore to our varsity championships the last several years. And I think that has a lot to do with a couple of main attributes for Roman. First is his dedication. And watching you at practice, whether it's with Coach Kyron over at the throws or with me over at the hurdles, just your focus, attention to detail, and your dedication to be better. He's sometimes the last person to, we're done with practice, but he's still over there trying to get more throws in. He's working in the off season, competing with the club track team in town, and just his dedication year long over the last 3 years, going into his 4th year of track season here, has paid dividends. Also, your leadership, Roman has been exceptional. He's a guy that both Coach Kyron and I can count on to help lead activities or drills, or just kind of get the group together with the throwers or the hurdlers, and just as a fantastic leader from that perspective, and also just by example. So with that, Roman, thank you for your dedication to the Northwest track team. Excited to watch you compete here in town for Wesleyan. Let's clap it up for Roman.
First, I'd like to thank my coaches just for all the effort and for all just the time they poured into me and just helped me grow. I'd also like to thank my mom for believing in me when I never did. And then Elias, who constantly prayed with me before every meet, which was just a blessing. And then just God, I would not be here without him today.
Next up is the girls track coach, Greg Ross.
So we have Lauren Jones, has committed to attend Morehead State University. She's going to be participating in track and field and is going to be studying exercise science. Lauren has been a key contributor to our cross-country and track and field programs for the last 3 years. And so she will continue at Morehead State in track and field. She's not only excelled athletically, but in terms of her work ethic, positive attitude, and leadership abilities. We're super excited to have her out to kind of finish her career as a Wildcat. She's already made lots of contributions to our historical records. So last year she was a member of our 4x400 school record relay team, which is super, super exciting. In 2023, she was a member of our cross-country conference championship team. She's a key relay member on our team this past year in the 4x200 and 4x400, and just excels at building that chemistry on those relay teams, and is a leader at just gathering everyone together and making sure that everyone's warming up at the right time and is executing those relay handoffs prior to the races. Last year at conference, she was a member of our fourth place 4x400 team, and that 4x400 relay team almost made it out to state, was 1 second away. And Lauren is obviously a key member of that. And with that 102 split last year, we're super excited to see what she can do this year in that as well. She currently sits 9th place on our all-time leaderboard in the indoor 400 and 12th place on our all-time leaderboard in the outdoor 400. She's still got a full season left to further her mark on our program's history. So we'll see how far she can get down there. I have a ton of confidence that she'll continue to excel at the next level, not only athletically, but academically as well. And we'll just see where it takes you. Okay.
I just want to thank my friends and family and my coaches for getting me to this point and for the opportunity to be able to run D1 in college.
And next up, I'd like to introduce our volleyball coach, Kelsey Mueller.
Cool. We're hoping the kids just stay over there, but yay. All right. Thank you guys all for coming. I appreciate you taking the time to come out and celebrate all of these athletes, but especially Shelby. It's really been an honor and a privilege to coach Shelby over the years. I've been able to see her grow both as a player and a young woman, and I'm excited to be able to celebrate with you all and her on her accomplishment of continuing her academic and athletic career at also Illinois Wesleyan University. Seems Normal West is infiltrating Illinois Wesleyan, I guess. I was lucky to get to coach Shelby at the junior high for 1 year when she was in 7th grade, back when she was a big outside hitter. And it's been such a joy to see her growth and transformation over the years and becoming a stud libero. Shelby's time at West was somewhat unconventional because of injuries. Shelby dislocated her knee in a summer league game in late July before her sophomore year and had continual rehab and surgeries the next few years. She dislocated her other knee the spring before her senior season, and while that would maybe deter some athletes from their goals, she grew a determination I haven't really seen before. I met with her over the summer and wasn't sure her thoughts on continuing playing or what the plan was, and she was just over being hurt and was just gonna play whether she was in pain or not, and she was pretty adamant about it. I really admired her resilience and work ethic to recover and rehab and get back to playing at an elite level. She did take a break from volleyball over the summer and worked incredibly hard and ended up being the only player this year to play in all 40 matches this fall. Shelby has had an incredible career, especially senior season, earning all conference, IVCA All-State, Academic All-State, AVCA Best and Brightest honors, and was our team's Defensive Player of the Year. These accomplishments are a result of her incredible competitive drive and work ethic. She only knows how to go 100%, no matter the drill, opponent, or situation. She went above and beyond her role as a libero by mastering taking the second ball, covering her hitters, giving them confidence to swing away, and was one of the best communicators on the floor. She has a high volleyball IQ and is great at anticipating, which was a huge reason for her success when we changed our defensive system, which gave her more court space to cover. As I think about this accomplishment of continuing playing in college, I'm just overwhelmingly proud of all that she has done to get to where she is now, and that is what makes me so excited to see what she can continue to accomplish in the next 4 years. I look forward to watch Shelby continue to grow and take her passion and love for the game to the next level. I can't thank her enough for what she has given to not only our team, but to me, and we'll miss her so much next year. Makes me emotional. Okay. I'm so incredibly proud of you and would like to ask everyone to join me in congratulating Shelby on the amazing accomplishment of continuing her volleyball career at Illinois Wesleyan University.
Hi, I just want to start by saying a couple thank yous to my teammates, both for club and school. It was amazing playing with you guys this past year, and you guys helped me get to where I am today. I want to say thank you to all my coaches that have coached me through all the sports in the past, and specifically Mueller. I've been playing with her since junior high, so it's been a lot to have her as a coach, and her guidance has meant a lot too. And I want to say thank you to my family. I've had a tough journey, as you guys already know, but with them holding my hand and being by my side, it's meant a lot to me, and it's made my journey a lot easier. So thank you.
I'm now going to pass it over to Mr. Tumbles.
One last time, I think we ought to give everybody today that signed a round of applause. To wrap things up, I just want parents, family, friends, whoever to know you're more than welcome to take some pictures. My understanding is supposed to get kind of ugly outside here with weather, so don't feel like you have to stay real long. We'll probably start kicking you out after a while, but I want everybody to be safe. Please take time to visit, take pictures, do what you need to do. And most importantly, thanks a lot for coming tonight.